So Lucy's in the garden checking out the flowers as they're coming along. She hasn't gotten to the catnip yet. She's just walking around checking everything out. My daisies are getting ready to bloom. I got my tomato plants planted. The lilies are all getting buds on them. Some of my irises have already bloomed. It's hard to see in the shade over here, but my ferns and Solomon's seal and my hostas are all coming up along the base of the garage. My artemisia has grown into a big mound. I love it so much, the silvery green color. I bought a new one I planted over on the other side. It hasn't taken off yet. But everything's coming up. Everything's coming alive. My clematis is starting to grow on the fence here. It will get much bigger. I forget what kind of lilies these are, but they're quite beautiful. Very, very like ethereal. Someone needs to weed again. We've been having lots of rain, so I have lots of weeds coming up in the sand. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. She has a little catnip that came up in the middle of the garden. She hasn't discovered yet. I've got all different kinds of lilies coming up and blooms coming onto them. So in another month, I'll probably have all my lilies blooming. My lavender's coming back. Oh, we found the catnip. Here it goes, back down to the ground, probably. I know lilies are toxic to cats, so I always watch Lucy around the lilies. She never bothers them, though. She always comes over to the catnip. Lucy was ready for a close up. It's a nice breeze today, and the sun is quite strong. We're getting up to almost 80 today. Not quite there yet. We're in the 70s. So that's Lucy's update on the labyrinth. It's getting there. We'll get the tomatoes growing. I have cucumbers to plant still, and some of my herbs. Some of my dill came back from last year, and I've got more dill to plant. I love fresh dill. cilantro. My grass needs mowing. We'll come back out when the daisies pop open. I have these sweet little white daisies. I love them. I have lots of them in the garden. I like to cut them and bring them inside. Okay, so that's the garden today. May 22nd, I think it is. We'll check back in another few weeks, see what else is blooming.